Hi, this is Shay Veronica, and your Minister of Housing, Lands and Maintenance, Dwight Sutherland, is in the news talking about a 30-year plan for poor people to complete a rent-to-own policy. 30 years. Now, they're saying that the NHC, the National Housing Corporation, cannot handle all of the work. It's unmanageable. They cannot do it. So they've transferred that kind of work to Hope Inc. Hope Inc. NHC, which is government, cannot handle it. So they gave it to Hope Inc., which is also 100% government. One part of government can't handle it, but yet Hope Inc., which is government, can handle it. That's a double talk that you hear a lot from people out of Barbados. Now, out of that, all of what they had before that could not be handled are 2,700 people who are qualified for the 20-year transfer. That's coming up. A 20-year transfer is coming up, and that's approximately 2,700 people. That is now. They have almost 10,000 homes. 10,000 homes are supposed to be built, and out of that, about 900 have already been completed. That's what they're saying. $12 a square foot for the land, and the house may be as low as 99,000 low as low as 99,000 for the house or for the apartment. And this time it's going to be 30 years out for them to pay or to get that particular, transfer. So the 10,000 that are supposed to be built, heaven knows how long that would be, but 900 of that is already there. And out of what happened before, 2,700 people are now ready to be qualified for the transfer for that program. The old program, the 20-year program, has now come to fruition, and there are 2,700 qualified tenants. That is going to happen now. So, do you understand anything I just said? The thing about this is that it cannot be managed by the NHC, which is government. They gave it to Hope Inc., which is government. They have 2,700 qualified tenants after they complete the 20-year transfer. That's happening now. They have 900 built, and they have to work on that. They have 10,000 to be built. They have to work on that. But those ones are 30 years out. Then they gave the work to subcontractors, because Hope Inc., as a government-owned entity, they're going to have to subcontract it out. So who are the subcontractors? You probably will never know. I don't know if you're going to be able to bid on that. But Duravilla, out of Guyana, is providing the hardwood and the steel frame. Okay? The hardwood and the steel frame houses are going to be provided out of Guyana. So if, let's say that there are about 24,000 people in Barbados that need these cheap houses. Let's say that most of the Barbadians say, hey, I'm going to register to get a house. It's going to take about 90 years. So that means for the next 90 years, Guyana is going to be profiting big time from Barbadians by supplying them with all the wood and the steel. And China is involved. China is involved because that Hope Inc. is probably subcontracted by China, the Chinese. So between China and Guyana, and 30 years out, to have you pay, if what you do now is going to be due in 30 years. And if in 30 years, there's going to be more coming on board, because there's only so many houses you can build in 1 year. So every year, that 30 years is going to go up and up and up and out and out. So in probably 90 years, all the dust is settled in Barbados in terms of poor people needing houses. And then you start again. It's never ending. It's never ending. But what I'm here to say is Sajako was in your news talking about people breaking down their doors to get mortgages. You now, the NHC, is in the news talking about you're providing cheap land, cheap houses, and mortgage from renting to own. So what do you believe? What are people supposed to believe? What we must believe is they're always going to be poor. There's always going to be poor people. Your news is always going to be lying to you, two-mouthed type news, and you don't know who to believe. You don't know who to believe because the NHC is government and Hope Inc. is government, and then they are going to subcontract the work and the materials off island. You're screwed. You're kind of screwed. Sure, Veronica.